Hi guys, welcome to another episode of On the Way with Jeezleway. Today we'll be talking about some of the things that you do on the road that you don't know that are illegal, and some of them might be legal, but stick around and you're gonna find out today. Number one, seat belt. Do you know in the UK, it's not required for you to put your seat belts on when you're reversing. The only time that you can actually drive your car literally without your seatbelts is when you're going backwards. So always remember, when you're reversing your car, you don't need to have your seatbelts on. Obviously, it helps you to be able to be a little bit more flexible for people that don't have cameras in their cars. So yeah, that might be interesting for you to know, but it's perfectly legal for you to reverse your car in the UK without your seatbelts on. Just remember, when you're moving forward, you have to strap yourself back. So reversing, legal. Going forward, illegal. Make sure you note that. Number two, using your phones. In the UK, there are very strict laws for using your phones. You're not even allowed to touch your phone for a second. So when you're driving, make sure that you've got your phone in a cradle and somewhere on the screen or on the dashboard, or obviously you can connect your phone to Apple CarPlay or Android Auto, but just make sure that you don't have your phone in your hands, you're not touching it, you're not trying to reach out for it, because obviously if you get caught, that's 6 points on your license. And if you have just got the license within the first 2 years, that means they're taking the license from you and you're going back to your driving lessons. So make sure that you don't touch your phones when you're driving nicely. Make sure it's secured on the cradle, on the phone holder, or obviously you can always connect your phone to your car via Apple CarPlay or Android Auto. So there are very strict laws in the UK regarding using your phone. So just make sure you don't touch your phones when you're driving. Number three, flashing your lights. This one is very, very interesting because in the UK, it's like a cultural thing. When someone gives you way, you flash your light to say thank you to them. When you're giving someone way, you flash your light to tell them, you're giving them way. And we just pretty much use flashing lights, to communicate when we're driving. But I'm sorry to break your heart, it's very, very illegal to flash your lights because this is termed as actually deeming someone's visibility or sort of endangering them from seeing where they're going to, in the law book. Obviously, it's quite interesting. A few days ago, I was driving past and the police was flashing the lights, to give me way, which was very, very funny to me. But obviously, in the rule or in the law, it's illegal for you to flash your light, but everyone does in the UK, so I think it's okay to do it. But just know that it's not legal to flash your lights. Number four, using your horn. Obviously, honking is not something that is very popular in the UK. A lot of the times, maybe in extreme measures, or maybe you're doing something, you're a little bit distracted at the red light, someone might honk behind you. But it's not something that you get a lot, but obviously it's something to bring up for the purpose of this video. It's illegal to honk in built-up areas or after 7 p.m. So if you're going through an area, a residential area, obviously it's illegal for you to press your horn. So just make sure that you're not doing that. But obviously it's not very popular in the UK for people to honk anyway. But that's just one thing for you to know. It's illegal for you to honk after 7 p.m. in the UK. Number five, this one is another interesting one as well. Do you know that it's illegal in the UK to leave your car on and stay in it? Pretty much what's called idling. So there's something called idling. It's basically just staying in your car while your engine is running. So you're not allowed to stay in your car when your engine is running. And I think that's because of something around, obviously, emissions, saving the planet, all this different type of stuff that is going on in the 20th century, obviously. So because we're trying to save the planet, we're trying to reduce the emission, the gas that comes out from the vehicle exhaust. It's illegal for you to just sit in your car and leave your vehicle running. So if you by any chance find yourself at the McDonald's car park or you're waiting for someone, always make sure that you switch your engine off, because you can get done for it if obviously you caught the attention of the policeman. So it's very illegal for you to stay in your car while it's idling. So if you're waiting for someone, always remember to turn off your engine. Number 6, this one is very, very interesting, because I remember when I started driving, I used to get this confused a lot. So you might find yourself at the red light and there might be flashing blue lights behind you, emergency vehicle, it might be a police car, it might be an ambulance. And obviously they've got the lights, they've got the sirens, they've got everything going on, and you're confused like, what do I do? Am I blocking them from doing their job? You know, do I need to go? You know, let me break the news to you. It's illegal for you to go past the red light, even if there's a police car behind you or if there's an ambulance behind you. So what you can do is you can maneuver safely for them to go past you, or you just wait until it turns green and then you can get off the way for them to go. But always remember, if you go past the red light, you're gonna get done for it, and it doesn't have anything to do with them. So irrespective of the pressure you're feeling, irrespective of the blue lights behind you, irrespective of the sirens, you're not allowed to go past the red light if an emergency vehicle is behind you. So two things you can do. One is you can maneuver, you know, slightly if it's safe to do so for them to go, or you wait till it turns green and then you can continue with your journey. Number 7, it's illegal in the UK to drive when you're tired. Obviously, if you're someone that does a lot of miles, you travel on the motorway, you will see like signposts saying, you know, if you're tired, stop over, don't drive while you're tired. And I think this is just for safety reasons. Obviously, you shouldn't be driving when you're tired, but not only is it reasonable that you shouldn't drive when you're tired, it's also illegal for you to drive when you're tired. So something that you need to take note of. If you're driving on a long distance, you can always stop at the services, plan your journey ahead so you have enough time to rest. But just, you know, be aware of the fact that it's illegal for you to drive whilst you're tired. So make sure that you're well rested. And if at any point you're feeling tired, stop at the nearest services station and get some rest. Number 8, another interesting one. Do you know in the UK it's illegal for you to have your windscreen dirty? Right, so if it's dirty enough that it's obstructing your view off the road, then obviously that's illegal. So what you want to make sure that every time your washer fluid in your car is intact, so you can always wipe your windscreen off once it gets dirty. So, but if you ever get caught with a dirty windscreen and it's obstructing your view, obviously that's illegal and you might get done for that. So always make sure that your windscreen is clean so you stay safe and you stay free of getting in trouble. Number 9, this another interesting one. Obviously, a lot of people do this, but you know, it's illegal and you don't want to get caught doing it. And what is this thing? Obviously, people eat when they're driving, right? So eating while driving is illegal in the UK, and obviously you don't want to get caught by the policemen. So just make sure that if you want to get something to eat, you know, stop somewhere to eat or park, you know, when it's safe to do so. But if you're driving and eating at the same time, you can get done for it, because it's going to be considered as not paying due care and attention to your driving, which will be quite similar to using your phone as well. So you just want to make sure that when you're driving, you're not eating, your hands are free, and you're focusing on the road. So eating while driving is illegal as well. Number 10, this is the last but not the least. Do you know that in the UK, it is illegal for you to splash water on pedestrians? Yeah, you'll be pleased to know that. Obviously, I'm sure it's not your fault that it's raining. Obviously, it rains every day, and there might be water on the floor, but if you splash that water on pedestrians, then that's illegal. They might take that on you, and if you're lucky enough that you have a pedestrian with a GoPro or a camera or something that they can use to record that action, they can report it to the police for splashing water at them. So you need to be careful when you're driving at places where there are pots of water on the floor. Make sure you go slowly without splashing the water, because again, you'll be pleased to know that it's illegal for you to splash water on pedestrians. I know back home in Nigeria, you know, people talk about, oh, when I didn't have money, people splash water on me. So when I buy my car, when I get some money, I'll splash water on people as well, you know, as a sign of revenge or sign to say, oh, I made it, mama, I made it. But in the UK, it's different. If you splash water at people or pedestrians, that's illegal. So you don't want to do that. Yeah, thanks for staying with me. Hopefully you've learned 1 or 2 things. Like, share, and subscribe. Coming with really interesting videos. I've got a lineup of more stuff I want to share with you guys. And I hope you enjoy my videos and you enjoy my journey as well. Yeah, today I've got my Mercedes. It's not the Porsche today. Mercedes is quite shy. He doesn't like to come out every time. But yeah. Yeah, it's my baby. I like it. And I hope you enjoy it. Have a good one. God bless.